pile of Eternite looks stranger now that Kuno told you about his pad. Because, unless Kuno lied, you should just be able to pull the panels aside. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
So this is the shack Kuno mentioned.
Amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the... There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Of course, detective. Swift justice. Don't worry.
Yeah, swift, light.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a... You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance. The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time.
Yes, that's one way of putting it. It's certainly an impressive achievement of engineering. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous look in his eye.
Yes, but I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here. I wasn't... Or it could...
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again.
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide? Nope, no. That's still too high. You could have died there. Shit.
Hey! What happened? I understand. We can always come back when you are feeling better. It's just a...
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Shoot, Looney Rooney. Love did me in, Brother Corpo. It was love all along. Huh? You're misquoting me, Rooney. I said communism killed me. Love did me in.
You really need to learn the difference, buddy. This is embarrassing.
Oh yes, Corpo mi lobo. In the gift horse, just a small gulp away. My beloved Corpo. Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori.
You really ought to wait until the cadet... Both cables are unplugged from the... somewhere in the dark. A giant electrical mammal. This orange machine is dead. You slip your... if you want to...
Equip the pry bar by going to the tool.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a... The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all...
It's certainly an eccentric choice.
But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. Your visual confirms. You could fit 2 more...
Shall we go and get the body then? I'll take the head, you take the...
The body is heavier and stinkier. It takes half an hour to prepare the body. Then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to...
Beautiful. A dead body in a nice bare fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done. No, not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in a nice bare fridge. This story does not leave this room.
If I were an artist, this would certainly...
He's right. His work would be much...
At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection, under control.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
Shoot, Looney Rooney. I like it a lot, brother. This really is your finest hour. Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also.
You touch the dead...
It'll come to you sooner or later. At least he's safe here until then.
Why does art inspire you so much? Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual. In short, art is the highest form of... Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes. Disheveled and prophetic. Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the... Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces.
Yes? Excuse me? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering. Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself. Please do. We wouldn't want your regime.
The lieutenant is pretty sure self-care is just a euphemism for nihilistic bin.
Excuse me? You have a...
A moment passes. The door is closed. This door can open.
can I help you? Got the 20 real? Then why are you wasting
Hello, compatriot. You have something? Oh man, that's... God, man. Thank...
He doesn't live in Martinez. The tear machines. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears.
Hello again, officers. What for? Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about? Let me stop you right there, Piggy. You have no idea, do you? No idea. No brush? Fuck off. There, Piggy. I guess art just isn't really you. 'Cause you suck in life and in everything. Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with who. Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations. Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. A great force from the northeast fired into the city. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed. The waves of the Martinez Inlet rolled over what didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't used as the waves of what didn't Those arches acted as support for some. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was a fleet, the combined armies of Occident and Grad. They massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery, many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the coalition warship Archer can shoot 50 shells a minute on 20 co-aligned archers.
The coalition. But that was a long time ago.
He does not like talking politics of this kind.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire? Oh, not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner. Yes, I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me. But somehow, does anyone in a city like this? It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like, shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. I'm fine. Fine.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you...
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
The waiters are at the end of this hallway, right next to the communal bathroom. I'm no one, if you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my...
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
Yes, I know who you mean. The screw... What's he in trouble for? Talk?
What was so funny?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of...
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Ask away, policeman. the hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job. The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I. She leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something. You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. You hear the walking stops. You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard from the looks of it. The room is...
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go. We don't have a reason to.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason. A poor...
Do you have...
Let's go.
It's generally... This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the... It's a solid lump of metal, but the better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise. No reply. No reply. This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, "The shackle snaps like a twig."
After you, detective.
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of... The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last... Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke because white is to symbolize also some social... The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the... Communism is the ideology of gutless intellectuals and clueless university students. A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached. This door is made of metal. Number 28. This is where...
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one answered.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good? Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone. Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today.
The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
The lieutenant raises a brow.
Thank you for sharing this wonderful opinion on human sexuality. There aren't many communists around, not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology. I suspect that's exactly what they are trying to do. There aren't many communists around.
A plaster cast bust. You hear someone.
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman. People come and go.
They probably just moved or died. Hopefully somewhere else.
No one lives there. It's been empty for months. Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in. Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public... Policeman, be good and take a look, will you? Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans. Oh, that one is a scientist. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall. That's what I said.
The lieutenant shakes his head. Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here. It's not about stars. It's... forget it.
I don't want to talk about Deweeters. Addicts. All of them. And sometimes they don't like me cleaning behind their door.
It was dirtier there. After the...
We saw unpaid utility bills.
No one likes them in this building. It's only because of the kids they haven't been thrown out. I don't like talking about those people.
She mumbles some kind of a... You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging a paw.
Do you have...
Let's go.
It's generally...
Excuse...
There's no sweet talking your way in. You have plenty of reason to enter.
Oh, come on!
Well...
That was smart.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously beautiful things give you a rush? It's power, remember. When they come to take it away from you, you worked. They're either a gateway drug or a booster pack to get you deeper into free.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have...
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour. I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place. It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner, but that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? It is! Everyone says the real estate agents don't do anything, but here I am. So the sooner we get this over with, the better. Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to a hole in the wall, can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone.
The sum must have been puny.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom. Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No. Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no... Both apartments are now unrentable. Of course.
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. Yes. Well,
Your statements are too vague to comment on. A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges. Snip. The cut.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small...
Good.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine doesn't interest the lieutenant in the slightest. He listens instead to something. You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural... An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso. The pattern still kind of has an ethnic feel to it, but nothing familiar. Gone. For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without someone close to the victim, someone who knows about history could tell you. Bundle of clothes heaped on the bed, a stained parka, duvet, some socks even. Something under... It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out. Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it. You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amount. You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep.
Well...
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes.
I think he's still quite bad. I mean, this man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but...
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their... Look, he's trying to communicate. What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side. We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'd be dead in a few.
Years. The pile of blankets grunts miserably. Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places. Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. The aging alcoholic is still silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body.
Does Kuno care? Yeah, did you fucking there? Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape. Yeah, to the both of you, watch your ass in Kuno's town. Oh, that's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know any?
You could use some.
Okay, whatever. You fucking need that shit to stay.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you did.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that. Whatever, piggy. Course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig. Kuno knows. Kuno and C saw you shit yourself. It's okay, pig.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. The fuck do you want with it? Good call, pig. Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way. Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker.
Not a single
Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit. Kuno knows what
Kuno means gram.
All right. Kuno knew you'd try that sneaky pig shit on him.
Tell him.
Kuno's got brains. This shit doesn't surprise Kuno. So Kuno's gonna...
Major?
Kuno won't take this shit lightly. The piece of...
It's hard to see how not giving a boy a bag of amphetamine would cause some catastrophic cascade response. Hard to see, but easy to feel. It's not hard to see at all. You hand out drugs to kids. The lieutenant's faith in your judgment will diminish significantly. None that you can see. No, you can see it. This young man has junior officer material in him. In another life, where he trusts you.
Tick, 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 tick. Decision time. What's it gonna be? You gonna fuck the Kuno? Alright. You fucked the Kuno. Everybody, Kuno got fucked by his pocket pig. Just when we...
I told you he can't be trusted.
Relax, see? We got plenty of kilo. Kilo underground. This is about you and Kuno. You mismanaged this shit. Now everything is...
There is genuine disappointment. In truth, Kuno doesn't really believe there's anything you can do to make up for this. The damage is irreparable.
The fuck do you know?
Yeah, we got plans.
Yeah? How the fuck are you still alive, pig? What? Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told you. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about any... You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window. Kuno's not fucking trying to be tough. This shit is real. Kuno's fucking violent dad's gonna be... Kuno's gonna go out like that too. Gonna be just like Kuno's violent dad.
Stop saying all this sad shit.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Fuck are you talking, sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit. Get your fucking nun-ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think 'cause you took Kuno's speed, turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is...
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit. Yeah, that's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound. That's right.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
That didn't change shit.
It doesn't work, Kuno. Only our shit works.
Kuno does...
Actual art degree. Trite, contrived, mediocre, milquetoast, amateurish, infantile, cliché and gonorrhea-ridden peon to conformism. I fucked me. Affront to humanity. War crime. Should literally be tried for war crimes. Resolutely shit. lacking in imagination, uninformed reimagining of, lip-wristed, premature, ill-informed. Logic error. She is not sleep.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out. Then why?
The aging alcoholic is still there, breathing. The air in the room is stale. This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream chip.
Oh, it's you again. Excellent. That will be 10 real for one set of magnetic dice. This was an especially fun set to make.
Dazzling. It's like you have a pair of tiny disco balls in your hand.
I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things.
barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. The speaker comes.
Good evening. Please repeat. Is good. Please repeat the received. I will register this log.
Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are. The filament slides out of its glowing nest. Nothing happens. The whole thing resembles.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman.
She mumbles some. The aging alcoholic is still there, breathing. The man groans and then falls back again, limp. The aging alcoholic is still there. The man and... The aging alcoholic is still there. The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. And then it dawns upon you. Pigs. He's trying to call you pigs. His hand falls back on the bed.
At least he got to say his piece.
Does Kuno care? The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't Kuno...
appalling cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own. Nope, no.
Sure. Just be careful, okay? Looks like you almost strained a muscle there. Yes? Excuse me? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged... Some you time? This is a... Please do. We wouldn't want your regiment to spill over into...
The lieutenant is pretty sure. Lorry stuck. The windows are clear.
body betrays your...
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Ham Sandwich. You are not in danger, because you are not a threat to me. That is precisely the negligence that has led you reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. Your mouth moves, but the one who speaks is Al Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and you dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent, you will be superseded.
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Enough with this begging. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands, and to Boogie. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own. Well, not as such. What you do with a mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? Offshoots of the Seminese people invented disco while having... I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the South Island race, Haplogroup R4A. We are the future. That is all you need to know. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminese women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme. waiting on immaculate conception from the pale. No. I have heard about...
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
Yes.
This could have made him more open to discussing the race enigma with you.
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next race...
That will be the...
There always is.
Race is reality.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me.
He had nothing to do with it.
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these...
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant. And find out for yourself.
Interesting.
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be small.
The size of the earlobes is not a real...
Your earlobes are...
Yes.
That atavistic stigma...
Babe, thanks. But I got this.
You have him off guard now. He's preoccupied with his situation with his woman. Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Do you?
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then to you.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not... There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on? Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are... A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort. wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats. You know them by the names of their nation-states. The Oranese, the...
Mahoon is a derogative term for first world people of Gotvoldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Suru and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant. In some municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parade. Orange and even yellow
The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreed the Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum. As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Semenese and the Areopagi the indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Simonese inhabit the southern islands. I am Simonese, from the stock of Ulmbuir on Ile-de-France. The Areopagites are the master race of the Ile-Maran deserts. The Simonese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ile-Maran. The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite, or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race.
The Khoikos of Grad, Yuko, Zhimsk, Shest et al. Are what you would call white, officer, in a suspect description.
Yes, to an untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination. The Khoiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with Potat. The only thing they like more is divine.
Wouldn't he be one for ethno-states?
Democratic ethnostates are microscopic. They breed genetic mediocrity. Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of the Simonese and Areopagite. Revacholians, halfway between Type A and the racial Coldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zara's ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Khoico to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes. Enough of Type mediocrity. Type...
The Khoicos of Grad. You go?
To an untrained eye, the pinkness is the Khoico.
Wouldn't he be 1-4?
Revacholi.
Is it 82?
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespius. The revolution, enough of Type mediocrity. Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me. Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Seminese man. Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Seminese. The other way around, the mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive Elman.
It seems unlikely that two human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
You are right. You have misunderstood. Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site. The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Simonese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Simonese strength and great servility. This will never happen. The Simonese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Simonese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman. But enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type F. Were there any able-bodied races? You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it. We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another...
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am. We will.
Access to the Union is important for our...
Am I mildly worried?
You need to internalize what you have heard here today. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez. The air suddenly feels calmer, more transparent, and strangely, it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience. It is not a place, it is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances in all of human history. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually. Increment. The kingdom is difficult to partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The Kingdom of Conscience is it's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual. Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking? That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol.
The unpromising race pupil returns. The unpromising race pupil. There is nothing funky. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, killerbro084. The unpromising race pupil returns.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his jaw.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk.
Your fist cracks in his hand.
The words to the song have changed. Say,
your hand twists.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hug. We are not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make the situation any more volatile than it already is. Let's think of something.